The golden eagle is one of the most widely distributed species of eagles and is found across the northern hemisphere. Golden eagles belong to the family Accipitridae, which includes other diurnal birds of prey like hawks, kites, and harriers. They are part of the genus Aquila. The evolutionary history of golden eagles traces back millions of years. They are believed to have evolved from ancient birds of prey that lived during around 23 to 5 million years ago. Fossil evidence suggests that the ancestors of modern eagles were already widespread by about 2.6 million to 11,700 years ago. Golden eagles have a broad distribution across the northern hemisphere. They are found in North America, Europe, Asia, and parts of North Africa. They inhabit a variety of environments including mountainous regions, open grasslands, and deserts. Their preferred habitats are areas with open or semi-open terrain, which provide ample hunting grounds for their prey. While some populations of golden eagles are migratory, moving to warmer regions during the winter months, others are resident and remain in their territories year-round. Their migratory behavior depends largely on their geographic location and the availability of food. Golden eagles are highly adaptable and have thrived in diverse climates and landscapes. This adaptability has contributed to their wide distribution and success as a species. The plumage of adult golden eagles is primarily dark brown. They have golden-brown feathers on the back of their heads and necks, which give them their name. This golden hue can appear more pronounced in certain lighting conditions. The beak is typically dark at the tip, transitioning to a lighter, more yellowish color towards the base. Their eyes are a piercing brown or hazel, contributing to their keen eyesight. Their tail feathers are dark with faint banding, and the tips are often lighter in color. The underparts, including the legs, are usually a lighter brown compared to the rest of the body. Juvenile golden eagles have a similar dark brown overall color but with whiter in their plumage compared to adults. They often exhibit prominent white patches at the base of the tail and on the wings, which are visible in flight. These patches gradually diminish as the bird matures. The tail of a juvenile is also banded, with more pronounced white at the base. While the general coloration pattern is consistent, there can be slight variations among the different subspecies of golden eagles. These differences can include the extent of the golden coloring on the head and neck and the specific patterns of white markings in juveniles. Golden eagles undergo molting, during which they replace their feathers. This process can sometimes cause slight variations in their appearance, but the overall coloration remains consistent with the descriptions above. Golden eagles typically range from 66 to 102 centimeters in length. Their wingspan is impressive, spanning from 1.8 to 2.34 meters. The wings are broad and long, adapted for soaring and gliding over vast distances. These birds can weigh between 3 to 6.35 kilograms, with females generally being larger and heavier than males. Females can be up to 25% larger than males. Golden eagles use their broad wings to soar and glide effortlessly over large areas, conserving energy while scanning for prey. They can reach speeds of up to 240 km per hour in a stoop, high-speed dive, enabling them to strike prey with great force. Golden eagles have extraordinary vision, allowing them to spot potential prey from distances of up to 3 kilometers. Their eyes have a high density of photoreceptor cells, enhancing their ability to detect movement and detail. These eagles can approach their prey silently, using the terrain to conceal their approach. They often use surprise and speed to capture prey, diving swiftly from a high perch or while in flight. Golden eagles have strong talons that they use to grasp and kill their prey. The grip of their talons is powerful enough to crush bones. Their sharp, hooked beak is used to tear flesh from their prey. Golden eagles have a varied diet that includes both live prey and carrion. Their diet can vary based on geographic location and availability of food sources. They commonly hunt small to medium-sized mammals such as rabbits, hares, ground squirrels, and marmots. They can also take down larger mammals like foxes, young deer, and mountain goats, particularly targeting young or weakened individuals. They prey on birds such as grouse and pheasants. They can also hunt ducks and geese, especially in areas where these birds are abundant. While less common, golden eagles do occasionally hunt reptiles and amphibians. They will scavenge carrion, particularly in winter when live prey is scarce. They often feed on carcasses of large animals like deer or livestock. Though not a primary food source, they may catch fish in some regions. Golden eagles chase and capture birds and mammals in mid-flight or after a short chase on the ground. They perch in a high vantage point, watching for prey before launching a swift attack. They may fly low over the ground, surprising and flushing out prey. Occasionally, golden eagles may hunt in pairs, with one bird flushing out prey while the other captures it. This cooperative behavior is more common during breeding seasons when they are provisioning for their young. These are common vocalizations used primarily by juveniles and during interactions between adults. The whistles are often described as clear and sharp. These sounds are typically used in close-range communication, such as between a parent and its chick. During the breeding season, both males and females may emit a series of high-pitched, piping calls. These sounds play a role in courtship and bonding between pairs. When disturbed or threatened, golden eagles can produce a series of loud, harsh calls. These are meant to ward off intruders or alert a mate to potential danger. Young golden eagles in the nest are known to make repetitive, high-pitched begging calls when they are hungry or seeking attention from their parents. The volume and pitch of golden eagle calls can vary based on the purpose of the call and the age of the bird. Adults generally have deeper, more resonant calls compared to the higher-pitched calls of juveniles. While not as vocal as some other raptors, golden eagles do use their calls consistently during certain activities like hunting, nesting, and territory defense. Golden eagles use vocalizations to assert and defend their territory. The calls serve as a warning to other eagles or potential threats to stay away. Vocal exchanges between mated pairs help strengthen their bond, especially during the breeding season. These interactions can include synchronized calling and various display behaviors. Parents communicate with their chicks using soft chirps and whistles, particularly during feeding times. The chicks' begging calls ensure that the parents are aware of their needs. Golden eagles prefer high, inaccessible locations for their nests, often choosing cliff ledges, large trees, or human-made structures like power pylons. The selection of a nesting site is crucial for protection from predators and human disturbance. The sites usually provide a clear view of the surrounding area. Nests, also known as eyries, are constructed from large sticks and branches. The interior is lined with softer materials such as grass, moss, leaves, and sometimes feathers. Nests are large and sturdy, often measuring 1.5 to 2 meters in diameter and up to 1 meter deep. They can become quite massive over the years as they are reused and added to by the eagles. Golden eagles often reuse and refurbish the same nest year after year, adding new material each breeding season. The breeding season for golden eagles typically begins in late winter to early spring, though the exact timing can vary depending on the geographic location. Courtship displays include spectacular aerial maneuvers such as high-circling flights, dives, and talon locking, where pairs grasp each other's talons and spiral down together. Female golden eagles typically lay between 1 to 3 eggs per breeding season. The incubation period lasts about 40 to 45 days, with both parents sharing the incubation duties, although the female does the majority of the work. Eggs hatch asynchronously, meaning the chicks do not hatch simultaneously. This can lead to a size and strength disparity among the chicks. Both parents are involved in feeding the chicks. The female often stays at the nest more frequently, while the male hunts and brings food. Chicks are fed regurgitated food initially and then gradually transition to solid prey items. They fledge, develop flight feathers sufficient for flight, at about 10 to 12 weeks of age but may remain dependent on their parents for food for several weeks post-fledging. After fledging, juvenile golden eagles remain in the vicinity of the nest for several months, learning to hunt and gaining independence. Parents continue to feed and care for them during this period. Eventually, the young eagles disperse to find their territories. This dispersal is a critical time, as they must learn to survive on their own. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe for even more viewing pleasure. Don't forget, like and comment. Feel free to share.